Okay, I just turned out of the Leslie development. I decided to leave the camera mostly on. And now I'm driving along and I'm heading to the entrance for the road that goes up to Penny Lane. If you remember, I told you it's West Virginian shantytown territory, and you'll see that momentarily. I don't know if you noticed it, but the freeway was over to our left, but we're cutting in and backing away from it. So we're not close, and you can't hear it from the Penny Lane. So here comes the road that I have to turn on. I am turning left. So if I turn left on this road called Rocky Step Road, I get to Penny Lane. Did you see the Mercedes turning out? Here we go. This comes into shantytown territory. You have to actually go under the freeway here. Notice the graffiti on the side walls, over on the walls, and you think, shit, this is a really crappy area. It's pretty typical of what you get in the West Virginia thing. And you drive along a little more on this little narrow road, and you're thinking, crap, you better have your shotgun ready. And you're driving along on this little road. And this little road goes all the way to my work, believe it or not. It's about 7 miles up the road, and it comes out then about a half a mile or a mile from work, I was told. It's not a road you want to take to work in the snowstorms. Okay, so now we've passed the crap part of the entry road, and it's getting a little nicer, and you get a few more for sale signs. There are lots of for sale signs, and there are lots of sold signs all over the place. Remember, a lot of the for sale signs are houses that aren't as nice as the Penny Lane house. So now I'm driving up the road, trying not to hit these dickheads that are coming at me from all sides. I'm driving up the road, up the road. It's a little nicer now. It's a little sunny. Here's a guy that has all his teeth busy in digging a hole. Now we're driving and driving. We're coming up. We're coming up here to the entrance to the cobblestone development, which is where the Penny Lane house is. We're driving along and driving and driving, and you can see it got a little better. It's not terribly terrible over here. And driving and driving and driving and driving and driving and trying not to go off the road. There's a deer over there, a couple of deers. You like the deers? There they are. They're all over. I'm just driving and driving, and here's the entrance to this place. It's right here, called Cobblestone. You turn to the right, and you go through this little fenced area right here, and you drive up, and now we're on our way into Penny Lane. So we drive and we drive. We're going up to the Penny Lane house, which I'm going to videotape later on for you, but this is just your first visit. There's the Papa John's delivery guy, so he delivers. And you're driving along, and you're driving along, and there's a house right there. And you see, this is not Penny Lane house, but it's the first house you see in this little development. You can see it's pretty open, and you can see it's got a big hill coming up here. There's another house over here on this side. Did you see it? And now you're thinking this doesn't look bad, because that's Penny Lane over there, that house. So if I come up here, and I drive up this little hill like this, you get up here and you can see the Penny Lane house. And that's it right there. And if you drive along and drive along, you can see its driveway, and you can see the front of the house. You can see the back goes up the hill. This goes down the hill there. You can see it's really nice. Now I'm going to show you. I'm going to go up the hill a little bit, and I'll get to the other house where the door's installed backwards. So you go up this hill here, uppity up the hill. And there are more houses up here, all buried behind the forests. It's real nice. There's one over there, up there, and there's one over there. See? And if you keep going on up, there's one over here on this side. And you're thinking, this isn't too bad. There's one over on the left that I didn't show you. Here's a pretty giant jobber right here. See that giant guy? There he is. And then there's a walking trail. I don't know if you can see the sign that says walking trail, but there's trails in here and all sorts of stuff. And if you drive along and you keep going up this hill, you run into more houses. And they're all kind of buried in this little forest area, and there's lots of deer up here. I already showed you the pictures of the deer. And if you drive along, there's more houses, so it's not like it's empty. And then you drive along, and you drive along, and you come through here. And then there's another house right there. See that house? And we're coming up to a fallen tree with another house next to the tree that fell over. There's the tree. How's this for a house? That's a pretty big house right there. See? And then if you keep driving up, you're going to get to the Blake Ridge pretty soon. And here's the house with the door installed backwards. It's right here at the end of this road, or what is kind of sort of the end. There it is. And then they're building this guy right across the street. So there's building going on. There's another house down there. This one's kind of really cool. I don't know if you can see it well. It's pretty cool.